Use the force, find balance, train awareness. How you all doing? So, you know, life is what we make it, right? I've had people in the last year rip me off, right? They have lied to me about a product they've had and missold me it. I lied about creating me a music video, paid for it, didn't get the product. Someone ripped me off because I was trying to invest in my future, and I got stung, right? Because I was not thorough. I got caught up in a moment, and this is something we got to be aware of, right? I have to be aware of. So I don't want to just sit here and sing my praises of awareness, and I don't. And I'll show you things that I need to work on, and I'll show you, you know, whatever I feel that I need to share, right? So, yeah, man, I got stung. I did not check into it enough. I got caught up in a rebellious spirit, quite frankly. And this is something to, you know, I got caught off guard. I'm so intent on revolution. I'm so intent on revolution. And, you know, for numerous reasons, when you speak out, you attract attention of one kind or another. Some of it's good, and they go ahead and hit the like button to try and get a good conversation out there just for the sake of being good. And other people, they might lean towards that dislike button, or they might not even touch it because they just want to spy on you, try and figure you out, you know, show you to be the fraud you are, or just figure out how they can rip you off, you know. And I welcome these things. Like, this is the thing, right? Like, if you are open to true learning and you've learned listening, like, sure, we all make mistakes, right? But what do you learn from it? Do you see any similes? You know, what are you observing that's happened? Like I said to someone recently, I don't always learn in the moment. Because of my philosophy on life, I'm okay with making mistakes, right? Even if it costs me a couple of grand, right? Even if that's the case, it's money. Humans, us, right? We're the currency. We create the money. We create the fucking cryptocurrency. We create the structures to live amongst. We are the currency. We are. And this is when, like, when I hear people say, you are powerful, we are powerful, and I say we're powerful, to me, this is what I'm talking about. We get caught up all too easily in, like, oh, I've got to have a mortgage, or, but, you know, I've got to think about my future because what happens if I get there in XYZ? Sure. But, you know how quickly we can earn money, and actually if we change our lives so that our expenditure isn't that big, it's surprising what you can do with your money. So these arseholes ripped me off, right? This is a couple of days ago, people, right? And did I let that stop me? Did I go, oh no, or did I go, fuck you, you cunt? Like, some people, I've depending on the situation, where I'm at, what I'm trying to do, where I'm learning, how much I've grown, will really depend on how I react to things, you know. And my move towards Bitcoin, which was the avenue in where I got stung, it was a foolish move. I did not know enough about what I was doing, and that's how I got stung. I'd been learning, right, and I hadn't quite learned enough. And so I got a hard lesson, right? lesson learned. Fool me once, fall on me. Try and fool me twice, fuck you. That ain't gonna happen. So it's possible that the same people stung me twice. That is possible, but it could be totally disconnected. But there's some connections there. But I don't really give a shit. My point is, I went right ahead and reinvested a little bit of money into Bitcoin, particularly. Now, not as much as I would have liked to have, because I'm on a budget, you know, and I can't afford to put any more money in at the moment. But, you know, next month and the month after, I will be investing into Bitcoin, and there's a fucking good reason. I think it's got a strong part in our future, and that's it. That's it with that. You know, I think. So the point I'm making is, right, like, you can get done, and you can choose what you want to do with the situation. You can choose what you want to let affect you. You know, people, like, if you're speaking out, if you're starting to, like, try and make noise, people will try and fuck with you. I get it, but I don't give a fuck. I'm not stupid. I'm not a fake. People want to try and figure me out, ask me weird questions, try and this, that and the other. I'm real as it gets. Sure, I got a couple of crazy ideas, right? And sure, right, so I don't buy into Darwin's theory of evolution. Suck a dick, I don't give a shit, right? It's highly possible we were created, right? It's possible there is a form of evolution. It makes sense. But it's also highly possible that the human race was created, made, genetically, like what we're now doing. It's possible. There's a lot pointing at it, including alterations in our DNA. So, you know, there's no smoke without fire, no fire without water. So, choice, right? What do we want to do with it? Because we got loads of and is that the point, right? I believe we have a power in our choice, and awareness has got to bring that, right? So I wasn't aware enough, right? I got caught up in revolution and misinvested. C'est la vie. We carry on anyway, right? We need a people's movement, real talk. And I do believe the way in us getting there is getting controls over our emotions and our reactions. Getting rid of these autopilots where it's like, oh, I can't help it, I'm like my mum or my dad, or, oh, you know, what can I do, it's a family thing, or, you know, I was born this way, I can't help it. Actually, yeah, we really can. There is nothing you're born with that you can't change. I've changed a ton about myself. Shit ton. I've evolved through my time. I'm not perfect. I don't sit here singing that song. Hence why I've told you about my recent fuck up, right? And that's also to share with you, to say, watch out. Stay particularly vigilant. Don't fuck up like I did, right? Learn from someone else's mistake, right? I'm open because I've learnt a bit now. And thankfully, I've found a group that's very informed. But the Bitcoin community is very interesting. One of the things I like about it that is slightly infuriating, and I'm now feeling the other end of my own stick, is it's a very, very self-reliant community. Inform yourself and be responsible for yourself. So I couldn't have gone into this group crying like, oh no, someone's fucking ripped me off, blah, blah. They'd have just told me you're a mug. And I was, right? I got mugged off because I was a mug. So don't be a mug like John. Speak to John, right? And I've since learnt the lessons. The tiny error. Had I have literally delved that little bit more deeper, I'd have known the answers. But now I know them. So if you want, ask me. I will actually show you how I got ripped off, so that you know not to do it. And I'll point you in the direction of not screwing yourself over. And you can gently invest into Bitcoin, which you can look at it like something that's going to make you money, which it will. Like, by the looks of everything that's happening, the market, the oil market has taken on Bitcoin. Like, this is nuts. We want the oil market to change, right? And to stop producing, right? Or at least stop producing so much. And absolutely, but that ain't going to happen anytime soon, and we all know it. They're pushing towards it, but it's still there. So the oil and diesel market, right? Well, they get this, like, excess gas that's called, like, this sweet gas. They can't bring it to market, as in, like, bang it out through pipes. There isn't the call for it, right? But what they figured out they can do, they can basically create a Bitcoin mine by converting this gas in, like, this, you know, techie conversion kit, right? And it converts it into Bitcoin. So the oil market has just taken to producing Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to kick off. The fact they've now just attached it to energy, and they know that they can transfer this across all energy places, like into solar, into block. I'm telling you, Bitcoin is a horse to back, not just in the sense of, like, oh, it will make money, which it's gonna. Like, you can, you know, like, the way I look at it is, I want to always have Bitcoin, but I'm going to make a tiny little bit off of it, just to help me, right? But I want to always have Bitcoin, like, never without, because of the reason that the monetary system is, again, going to collapse, right? If you look into history, the monetary system hasn't been this smooth sailing continuum. Far from it, right? And it is literally in crash fuel again. So we can be prepared for this, right? We can learn new things. We can make mistakes. We can learn from them, and we can carry on, and we can share our mistakes, right? I tell you, I got ripped off. Who wants to tell people that, right? I'm sure more people will try and do it. Good luck, because my chain's just got a bit tighter and my awareness just got a bit wider, and I just got a little bit more focused. You know? That's done. So if the person that's involved is watching, well done. Fair play to you. My bad. Good luck. But regardless, I'm here for revolution. I'm not here for revenge. I'm not here for crybaby. I'm not here for, oh no, someone help me get through. No. And this is what I like about the Bitcoin community. So you've got to be informed to be involved in it. You've got to be self-reliant to be involved in it. You've got to be what I want and what I've been working for and what I am, but more. I think Bitcoin's got a huge place in the future, and it wants the same thing as what I want at the core of it. And I've been singing this song, so I'm well happy I found it. And I suggest anyone who's got any revolutionary spirit in them, even if you just start investing 50 quid out of your wage packet into Bitcoin, right? I'm telling you, just drop me a DM. I'll tell you the ways in which you go about getting Bitcoin. Never, ever, ever send anyone else your Bitcoin for any reason, even if you think they're investing it to turn it into more. So don't ever do that. Or you'll be a mug like me. Anyway, my friends, we're up on that time, so I'm going to say to you, use the force, positive mental attitude, be kind with your thoughts to yourselves like you would for others. Keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you would for others. Smash like for keeping going and not letting the fuckers get you down. Peace in.